Another sort of secondary theorem that we can talk about is to find the average value, or definition, I guess, not a theorem, is to find the average value of a function over an interval. So again, this is very similar to the mean value theorem, which we just talked about. F of c would actually give us, remember this guy was c, whatever this point was, well, whatever this point was, and then this guy was f of c. So the average value of a function just gives us the y value, which is after I've already plugged c back into it. So same idea. Notice what I'm going to do is I'm going to find 1 divided by b minus a, and that makes perfect sense because I'm finding the average, and the average from b to a, this gives me the distance, b minus a, so 1 divided by that gives me whatever it's divided into. And then I'm going to integrate from a to b f of x dx. So what's the average value of the function f of x equals x squared minus, or x squared plus x on the interval from 0 to 5? So again, I'm just going to use that function that says take 1 and then b minus a, so 1 divided by 5 minus 0, and then I'm taking the interval from a to b of f of x dx. So the integral from 0 to 5 of my function dx. From here I really know what I'm doing, right? Because that's just going to reduce to 1/5. This guy I'm going to use the power rule, so change this to 3, divide it by 3, change this to 2, divide it by 2. I get 1/5 times my antiderivative evaluated from 0 to 5, so keep this 1/5 on the outside, plug in the 5 for x, plug in the 0 for x, subtract those two, so I get 1/5 of essentially 125 over 3 plus 25 over 2, which I did the math and then divided it by 5 and got 65/6. One of those for you to try. Find the average value of the function 3x squared minus 2x on the interval from 1 to 4. So again, just use that same function that we talked about before. I'm taking 1 over b minus a, the integral from a to b of f of x dx. So take a few moments to do this question. When you're done, press play to see how you did. So again, I'm going to take 1 and 4, so 1 over 4 minus 1, and then I'm integrating from 1 to 4 and finding the antiderivative of 3x squared minus 2x. So I'm integrating from 1 to 4. The antiderivative is x cubed minus x squared. I plug in my 4 and my 1, subtract, take a third of it, which I get 16.